If you don't understand my pronunciation or accent, you can turn on YouTube subtitles. Thank you.
Hi, how are you? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is Saturday, March 1st, 2025, and right now it is 12:15 a.m. In today's video, I'm gonna talk about the most embarrassing mistake I have made so far when speaking English. It happened about 10 or 11 years ago approximately. I used to pay a private English teacher for private lessons due to my zero level of English. I was not an average student. In point of fact, I used to get really bad grades on my English exams. So, in one of my English classes, I told my former English teacher that I had learned a new word by watching a television show, specifically a weekly WWE show, which is a wrestling company. My former teacher told me, "Oh, that is great." And he asked me, "What is that word?" And I go, "Fucked." Obviously, that wasn't the word I meant to say. I meant fact. I mispronounced the word fact. I'm not a native English speaker and I'm not fluent in English yet, so I may not be pronouncing it correctly as a native English speaker would, but I'm sure I'm doing better than it was 10 years ago. My former English teacher replied, "Yes, that is an insult in English." My former English teacher wrote the word that I pronounced on a piece of paper, and when I saw it written, I told him that wasn't the word I meant to say, thus I proceeded to write the word on a piece of paper. And then, my former English teacher explained to me that I was pronouncing it wrong. At first, I couldn't tell the difference between fact and fucked, as I couldn't understand that the vowel sounds in both words are pronounced differently. I thought that both words were pronounced exactly the same. Probably anyone would have felt embarrassed in that situation, seeing as even most people are afraid to fail. Most people who are learning a foreign language are afraid of not being accepted because of the poor pronunciation and of being judged for the thick accent. However, I personally didn't care about looking bad. There is only one thing that makes a person unable to learn a language: the fear of making mistakes. I guess we all have our own fears. I have my own phobias as well. For this reason, I know more than anyone how difficult it is to try to face your fears. Even though I know that there are always going to be people who are going to judge you for your mistakes or even laugh at your mistakes, the best thing is always not to be afraid of being made fun of. I feel that you should let go of fear in order to make your dreams happen in case your goal is to really speak your target language fluently one day. The fear of making grammatical or pronunciation mistakes can make learners unable to learn foreign languages. I'm of the view that it is all about enjoying learning. If you're one of those people who is afraid of looking bad, who is afraid of being judged for making a mistake when speaking your target language, well, I've got a secret for you. Making mistakes is indeed an inevitable and necessary part of the language learning process. As I mentioned before, I made an embarrassing pronunciation mistake in English in front of my former private English teacher, and here I am still trying to learn English. It is not the end of the world. Even in the hypothetical case that you will sound like a native speaker, people will criticize you anyway. It is like that. No matter what your level is, people will always criticize you. Many people are afraid of not being accepted owing to their accent. In my personal case, I'm used to people laughing at my native accent since I was a kid. Consequently, as an adult, I'm no longer afraid of being judged for my accent or pronunciation in English or any other language. See you soon!